Let us continue now. Now that we've understand Haman's father, symbolically Gaddafi's father, the father of that sort of nature, the Amalek nature. We're now going to touch on Haman because the video that we put up on our YouTube channel, Ethiopian World Net, Ethiopian World Net on the YouTubes, it's called Sabbath Zakor, and we liken, and it was dealing with I think it was the Purim. Purim actually means lots, like Ita, but in a sense, lot in the modern time would be like dice, in a sense. When it says Purim, Purim can be interpreted as dice, so it's rolling the dice, so to speak. And to understand the context with our Black Queen Esther, you have to just go and do some study. We're just giving some of the root information here, the basic information. You can look up some of these things and study for yourself and really come to your own decision about it. Just some of the basics. And what we've seen in breaking down Amalek metaphysically, simply understood as lust, but how that metastasizes. You understand? Metastasize. In a sense, what Gaddafi represented was not no Pan-African liberation like some lost niggers think, some pseudo-Pan-African Negroes think. And it really hurts us, to recognize that they don't even recognize this. I mean, what, did Gaddafi pay them off or something? Can't they see? But, the Bible says that some go astray as soon as they are born speaking lies. So, we say, arrest. We rest our case on that. But let's move on to our next case. Our next case is Haman. Let's look at Haman. Who is Haman? Who was Haman in this story? Because that's who we liken Gaddafi to. And Haman was a son of Amalek. And Amalek was a son of Esau. Now, from an Egypt perspective, the ancient Egypt, if you want to understand this in the Mishtir, or the mysteries, this will be a pep. This will be a pep. All right, we'll get that in just one moment. So, first of all, Haman was the son of Hamedata. Sound like a Muslim name, like Hamed, right? Hamedata, the Agagite. The word Agagite, just to break this down for you, when we go Agagite, Agag, right? Agag in the Hebrew equals Apep. And Apep equals Apophis, right? Apophis, which is like an old-time dragon or serpent. It represents a certain, you could say, certain satanic nature, a certain satanic nature, that old serpent, like in Revelation, that old serpent. But in the history of this is Apep. Apepa was the last of the HYKSOS king. This is why when we say that Gaddafi was a HYKSOS, right? The HYKSOS, or the Hyksos, right? The Hyksos. The Hyksos reign had started with an Apepa, and guess what? It ended with an Apepa. In other words, an Apep. There was a Apep who started that when the Hyksos had took over from the native rulers. This is similar to what GADHAFI or Gaddafi represents. He took over from King Idris, and King Idris was against that Mussolini fascist European colonization, and they kicked that force out with the help of His Majesty and the other patriotic leaders of the New Africa during the time of Kedemari Haile Selassie. So when Gaddafi came in, he kicked out the one who kicked out the enemies, the evildoers, and started to work with them. So those who think this guy is some Pan-Africanist, so forth and so on, you can see he likes a good show. You understand? And he didn't make any sense. He wasn't making my people love me, my people love me. Really? Okay, that's how you show love? Nigga, we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that. So it began with the HYKSOS in Egypt. Some say the 100, some say it was more than 100 years. There's still a dispute among Egyptologists how long the HYKSOS or the Hyksos,